Hey, what's up, everybody? So I made a reference about 2 weeks ago to NBA bubbles infractions. Of course, everyone knows right now because of COVID-19, the NBA doesn't have their games taking place in any arenas around the country. They got the Orlando Disney Resort area that's kind of just designated just for basketball, and of course, naturally, because of this nature of COVID, they've have it so that there's very, very strict protocol going in and out of that bubble. Well, my man Lou Williams, Sweet Lou, legendary ATL brother, uh, ex Laker. I enjoyed his tenure as a Laker, by the way. So this is a man who's won Six Man of the Year, I think twice or maybe three times in his career, probably three times. And it's just an overall super, super, super player coming off your bench. No matter what team he's on, he's going to put up all-star numbers off the bench. So this is what he decided to do. He decided he was going to go to Magic City last night, or whenever it was. I think this is very recently, but point was he admitted to going outside of the bubble to go to a strip club and see a little something, and he knew he was against the rules, and now he has to be locked out for, I believe, 14 days quarantine outside of the bubble, and doesn't get a chance to help his team and whatever they're going to be doing. So this is what I was talking about. This is exactly what I was talking about. It is unrealistic to think that a bunch of young millionaire black dudes are going to be in a city like Orlando and stay cooped up in a damn bubble during the summertime. That is unbelievably naive to believe that. Unbelievably naive. I mean, we're talking about guys who are used to being able to get up and go, who have money to move around and do whatever they want with their lives, who are living their dreams, who are um, who are definitely not lacking in influences from outside sources who will want their attention. Come here, come there, come see us, that kind of thing. So it's like they're always in demand. And again, they're in a warm weather city. That's why this doesn't work. What they should have done is put the bubble somewhere like Montana or Wyoming or Utah. Then you would have more of a compliance with the bubble rules. But you put this thing in Orlando in the middle of July? Oh my God. Do you have any idea what you've done? Uh, That's my whole point. It's like, I get it. You want to make sure that you put it in Florida. It's not going to cost as much in Florida. There's no sales tax there. You can move everybody there. They have the resort. Disney gets a chance to eat off of this. You can eat off Disney and have a relationship with them going forward. It's a lot of things that work for this, in terms of the NBA and Disney. Why they would agree to this. It looks good. The only problem is, how the heck do you keep these millionaire brothers in line? How do you keep them from breaking the rules? How do you keep them from leaving, going out, having stuff brought to them? I mean, it's in my mind one step away from impossible to get 100% compliance. And being that we're talking about a virus that spreads and stays on surfaces longer than any flu ever has. You're talking about, all it takes is one breach to ruin the whole thing. You're going to look up, just like I said, they're going to try to start this thing now, and by the end of August, they're going to realize they can't do it. It just can't be done. So I'm enjoying the basketball that I'm seeing right now. I've been watching a lot of the highlights and clips, and it's been great basketball. I've loved how my team looks and things of that nature, but I just don't know that this can work. I don't think you can keep everybody in line. And I just don't want anything bad to happen. As I said in another video, I don't want, the entire league to get COVID, bro. Like, I just think when you're in the business of sports and your main source of product is the bodies of athletes, you need to be protectant of that. In a pandemic, I mean, my God, something really, 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 really catastrophic is possible at this point, and it should not even be possible. The door for something like that should not even be available. Like, it shouldn't even, let alone be unlocked. It shouldn't even be a door there. That should be a wall in between NBA players and COVID. But I understand that leagues have bills. It's very easy to jump into the everybody's just being greedy side of the game. But I know a little better than that. It takes money to keep a league going. It takes money to keep your relationships with sponsors who also fund your league going. It's very difficult because they have a bunch of leases all over the country with different arenas that will not be used, and you don't know how that's going to affect how things go with those negotiations, with how you got to pay those arenas that aren't being used, the revenue that comes from those arenas and those fans and those tickets. That money's not coming in, so you need to find a way to make that work. So it's very difficult. Plus, with the CBA and everything that they have within the negotiations of the CBA, it makes it nearly impossible for them to cancel the season and then go forward with negotiations as planned. I don't know the intricacies of that, but as it's been explained, if they were to cancel the season, this particular season, they would be at strong risk for a lockout. So that's something everybody is desperate to avoid as well. So it's not just greed. I don't think that's pressuring these guys to ultimately ask athletes to play basketball and put this bubble together, but more so a little bit of necessity, a little bit of obligation, and a whole lot of ambition that's probably misguided at this point. Again, with all the issues and all the troubles that you deal with if you cancel the season, nothing is worse than if 80% of your league gets COVID. You understand what I'm saying? That's a much worse setback, and I don't believe that the NBA is being realistic about its ability or inability to make this work. You more or less need 100% compliance, and that is not something that's realistic. So, hey, when you're dealing with a virus and you're dealing with a pandemic, there's not much room for error. I know here in America we like to pretend or have this false sense of control over things such as this. But the reality is we have no control over this at all. So if we want to keep playing games with this pandemic, we can wait until we gets to a number where we're all panicking and all have woken up. It seems to me that very little of us really are approaching this with a real strong sense of reality, in my opinion. I don't think it's hit us quite yet. But if we keep on this path and we keep treating COVID like it's something that can be managed or like it's something with an expiration date, we will find out quickly how wrong we are. So that's really what I have to say, man. I like I said, I'm just going to enjoy the moment. I'm going to enjoy every basketball game that we see. And if we happen to see a finals or a playoff series of some sort, I'll enjoy that too. But I'm not banking on it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Even though no one's saying this right now, I think it's a very good chance this season doesn't even get off the ground, let alone completes. So we'll see. But Lou Williams, you dropped the ball, man. We expect a lot more from you, bro. You're one of the elder statesmen in this league. I expect this from the youngsters. I expect this from somebody who just got into the league. I do not expect this from somebody who's gotten accolades and been on very good teams and it's been in playoff situations. You're supposed to be a leader here, Lou. This is not the character of Lou Williams that I know. I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of surprised he's the one that's been hit with this. I know there's been other guys. I think Rashawn Holmes got some Postmates and broke the threshold line and he had to go quarantine, but that wasn't the same thing. It's not the same as going to the strip club, man. Come on, fam. It's an L for Lou Williams, man. What can I say? It's just a big L, bro. But we still got a lot of respect for you. We just understand that, you got to discipline yourself, just like everybody in this situation has to discipline themselves. Everybody from the announcers to the players to the coaches to everybody in the bubble. You have to just deal with this. And if you didn't want to sign up for it, you should have pulled an Avery Bradley and backed out. You know what I mean? If you wasn't ready for what needs to be done, you shouldn't be there. Period. Not letting anybody down. You let them down more so if you get to the bubble, they practice with you, they play a couple games with you, and then you're removed from the lineup because of some stupid stuff like this. That's more harmful than just not being there altogether. So anyway, that's all I got to say, man. I wish for the best. Thank you guys for watching. My name is BDF.